Well, you know what I did want to ask? What's the, for your podcast plan, did you want it to be about, your journey in filmmaking? Like, I think picking a good theme, like, what's something I might like to do? If I did a podcast and doing this was a lot of fun, and I might, would be something along the lines of, like, the next big thing is what I might label it. Because Joe Rogan brings on, I'm not just making it to him because I just like to talk, but he talks to a lot of people who are made. In other words, they've got it. They're at the top of their game, or they're coming down off the top of their game. But what about a podcast where you're interviewing people that are trying to get to the top of their game?
I mean, I feel like that's probably what's going to happen with this, because I'm talking to you. I'm talking to, you're going to be acting in my films. You're going to be, also I'm going to be talking with some other of my friends who are going to be in my films and who are also just like filmmakers in the area. And I feel like, I mean, I know what you mean. And I feel like that's what is
people who haven't
quite
made it yet. I think what a good podcast would be nowadays, especially, would be for ambitious people who haven't made it yet, because I don't have it, but I hear a lot of people.
But yeah, you don't you don't hear about those stories, so it's
no, what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
It's a lot of people are upset from things on Instagram because it's people post like, "Hey, we've done it." But you don't hear the stories about the grind. Like, even Bigger Pockets, I like their podcast, and they talk about investors who like, oh, I got 50 units in my first year, or oh, I got this screaming deal. Well, you hear that constantly. I would get stressed out and frustrated because I'm like, shit, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Like, I'm not on that level. And then, obviously it's like, I'd like to get to that level, but it's hearing the stories of people that are still in it. It's not like, it's like interview the guy that, okay, maybe he doesn't have his 50 units. It's like, hey, here's my plan. I'm about to pull the trigger on it. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's so important to hear from people who are successful, because you want to, there's proof that it worked for them, whatever they did. And you want to break down what they did, and and it's kind of like, you're mirroring, you're modeling, and you're looking at something that was successful. You're looking at, like a herd of animals, or whatever, insects, or like there's an obstacle, and one gets over that obstacle. The best chance you have of succeeding is looking at what they did and following them. But most of the time you just see the person who got over there, but you don't see how they you hear about retelling the story, but you want to watch somebody in live get over that and witness them do that in the moment. Yeah. And not just hear a retelling of that. Is that what you mean?
Basically like that. Or I guess maybe we could do something like, call it, like maybe the millennial mindset or something along those lines. Because I know they're out there. I know there's ambitious people out there, but they seem to be a smaller percentage of society than I had initially anticipated. And I guess I do have to reflect over where I hang out, essentially, in terms of like, all right, today, I was sitting there thinking like, man, like where,